Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're making granola like it's 1995. We're going to be doing the granola recipe that's in the Tight White Gazette Volume 1. This is not my usual granola recipe. I will leave a link to the one that I usually use down below from the Prudent Homemaker, but I thought I've never made this one and it would be fun to do with you guys, so let's get started. So the ingredients for this are 1/3 cup of oil, 3/4 cup of brown sugar, 1/3 cup of honey, 1/2 cup of dry milk, 3/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, a pinch of salt, and 5 cups of old-fashioned oats. And then raisins. I believe it calls for 1/2 cup. I'm actually going to leave those out though because my family doesn't enjoy them very much, at least part of the family doesn't. So it says to start, we're going to mix the sugar and oil, the honey and sugar and oil in our saucepan and just get that all melted. And then while that's happening, we're going to put all the dry ingredients together, give them a stir, and then once that's done, we'll add it to the dry ingredients, and then we're going to bake it at 375, I believe, for 10 minutes. So I've got that in my saucepan, and it doesn't tell me a temperature or anything. It just says until the sugar is melted. So I have this at like a medium high temperature. I'll let that go, and meanwhile we're going to take our 1/2 cup of powdered milk, which I feel like is the 90s part of this. Nobody really uses that anymore because it's gotten super expensive. The only reason I have it is because someone gave it to me for free. And then our 3/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, and it says a pinch of salt, so however you measure that. And we're going to give this a stir before we add in our liquid ingredients. So this has been probably 3 or 4 minutes, and it's nice and melty and combined, so we're going to add it onto our dry ingredients. Now we're just going to give this a good stir, get it all combined before we plop it into the oven. So we've got it mixed up and ready to go in the oven, and my first thought is that there didn't seem like there was enough wet ingredients to dry ingredients. I ended up having to use my hands to mix it, which is fine, but I'm just curious how it's going to turn out. But we're going to go ahead and put this in the oven. So here's how it looks in the end. After 10 minutes in the oven, it looks good. Got a few clusters and some that are broken more apart. My kids are probably going to love this. It's way sweeter than the granola that I usually make. So just know that if you decide to try it. I'm going to leave a picture of this recipe at the end of the video, and I will put a link to the recipe of the granola that I usually make in the description box. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.